guys? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. My name is Annie. I welcome you to come into these tarot readings with an open heart, an open mind, and a desire to better yourself. This is optional advice or guidance meant to motivate you, empower you, inspire you, and offer you confirmations on things that you are already thinking and feeling and sensing. If you don't resonate with the material that comes through, please push those messages aside. They may resonate for you at a later date, and they may not. Have faith it's going out to someone who needs to hear it, even if it is not you. Use your logic, your discretion, your discernment. Separate what is meant for you and what is not. I come at this with love and positivity, so please take that away here today. You are responsible for all your own actions and decisions. Let's try and have some fun. To get you some insightful messages, check out that box below for the decks I use, how to contact me for a personal, as well as my social media links. Welcome to the tea party. Let's read your tarot cards. All right, Lil Sips, Mini Love Tarot. Timestamps are down below. We're going to start with Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn's person, Capricorn's love life, please. Cycle. Welcoming in a cycle of healing. Oh, Capricorn, you've been getting tricky ones lately. All right. So you've freed yourself from some sort of burden or responsibility and embraced a new cycle in your life that honors your value and embracing your inner healing, essentially. I think the person that you've removed from your life, though, is still coming at you with... It could be a lot. I'm hearing a lot, like romance, flirtation, aggression, hostility. It feels like you broke it off with someone, and I think you truly are like, I'm better off alone, and like I'm going to embrace the dark clouds and work my way through them. And I think you're very determined to like, I will seek positive in this difficult situation. I will find the light even though there's rain clouds ahead, or currently really. I see you embracing this path of understanding, okay, whatever I'm trying to get to work, it's not working, so I'm trying a new approach that really honors me. I'm listening to my heart, I'm listening to my intuition, I'm making head over heart decisions, but I still feel like you have essentially removed yourself from a situation or liberated yourself from a person, but they're still kind of coming at you. And I don't know if they're jealous that you don't need them, or there's this vibe of, it's not literally this, I'm not literally hearing it, but in metaphor, I'm sort of getting your person in this place of, who do you think you are? You can't just move on without me. Like, you can't just leave me behind, especially from your air sign, a very immature air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And that, okay, I feel like I've said this, I think to you, but some other zodiac sign too. This person is self-sabotaging because they're coming at you because they actually still have affection for you, but they're not showing it. They're saying it with these kind of, again, like almost scolding me, like, who do you think you are? You know, you're always going to need me, but I love you. But they're not saying that. Like, they're coming at you with angry words, or if it's not angry, it's very harsh, it's very blunt, or it's very... what is a good word for it? It lacks romance. It lacks passion and love. It's like emotionless words is what I'm hearing. It's like, yes, I love you. But it's like, what? Like, don't come at me with that. But the thing is, in their head, they're making a very good offer to you. So I understand why you maybe wouldn't want to accept this, because this person has like a very unusual approach. I'm going to say it that way because I'm not trying to throw shade at your person or the cross-watcher, but the way they approach making offers and romantic things to people, it doesn't stick the landing. There's something very awkward or, immature about it. And so I think you're done with that. I think Capricorn, a lot of you are wanting to distance yourself from, especially from an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because this is a new chapter for you. So specifically regarding this situation, I'm going to pull some cards about you, but I'm going to read for another storyline. So yeah, you're not feeling it. You're Four of Cups. Yeah, absolutely not. Nope, you're out. Capricorn is liberated. In this case scenario, this card is good that it's coming up in your energy, because you're like, I could stay with this person, but this is all I'm getting from them. So I think I'm done. Like this is kind of a pain in the butt. I'm not feeling it anymore. You're moving on. You're liberating yourself. And in a higher vibration, I think you're honoring your own truth, your own integrity. You're sticking to your belief that I can do better. And quite frankly, like I'm not shackled to anyone, this person doesn't own me. I never promised them anything. So yeah, I just think you're moving on quite simply. I'm going to shuffle these back, and if we get them, then, it'll be the same message or whatever, but we'll try for something new. That just seemed very clear cut to me, like it's not happening. Especially on your end, Capricorn. In both scenarios, I see you being the one who's like, no. But occasionally the messages go vice versa, so however it resonates, Cap. All right, new messages. Well, depending on when you watch this, happy birthday to the December Capricorns. Not to neglect my January Capricorns, but let's not rush it. We're not there yet. All right, new love stories. One more shuffle and we'll get into it. Capricorn and love. Let's connect with a new variety of Capricorns. Capricorn's person, possibly Gemini, is making an offer to you. And they're sleepy. You have a sleepy Gemini on your hands. I don't know. Maybe they're exhausted. It doesn't have to be a Gemini. It seems like there's something coming together. This could actually be new. I'm starting getting this metaphor of like wish upon a star. So especially for my long-term, I want to phrase this correctly. My Capricorns who have been single for a long period of time, it could be that divine timing just kind of comes through for you, and all of a sudden an offer that wasn't there yesterday just kind of shows up. And it seems like it would be good for you. It seems like it would be especially if you resonated with the last circumstance, if that's an old chapter of your life, there may be a new offer, Ace of Cups, that brings you a lot of peace of mind. All the worries and frets and nervousness or agitations of what a past relationship did to you, this one, it's like you can actually fall asleep at night. You're not up with insomnia worrying about what your person's doing or worrying that you offended your person by saying what was truthful. Like all that kind of mental baggage, I think we're done with that. There's something coming in. And I read this card's different ways. In this scenario, I actually do think it's a love connection moving together. So again, you might be dealing with multiple Geminis. I'm just putting, and in terms of like the past and the present one, this actually looks really good. I don't always love this card, but given what I saw before, I think this is just saying a lot of my Capricorns are due for something where it's just, it's easy. Like it feels good and I like this person and they like me and there's not all this drama. That's a good word for it. The last one that I just read for it was drama filled. There was a lot going on and it was exhausting and it became like a chore to be with that person. This feels like the opposite. This feels like you have a kick-ass day together. You guys enjoy each other's company, and whether you're living together or separately, you go home and you're just like, well, that was nice. Again, almost like wishing upon a star, like go to bed, thinking and manifesting of the love you want and desire. Keep showing up to your own life. Keep, kicking ass, kicking butt, whatever I'm allowed to say on YouTube at this point. It seems like something's good is on the horizon. So if this isn't your story yet, again, have faith, because it feels like there might be a period of rest after a difficult or turbulent relationship, and then something new comes in, and it's a welcomed relief. It's a breath of fresh air, possibly water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Really doesn't have to be, though. I'm also seeing Libra as well as Gemini. So let's read for your energy. Over here, tell me a little bit more about this. Tell me a little bit more. I like that one better, Capricorn. I like that a lot better. So tell me a little bit more on the other person's side of this. So I think that's your person, but if it isn't, flip-flop it. Whatever works for you. Capricorn's person. All right. I did see the Magician. Could be magic. It could be magical. Yeah, so you're at a crossroads. I think most of my Capricorns have already left one behind, but they're in that in-between of finding the new one. There may also be a different Capricorn, as in, I don't know why I said it that way, not you, another Capricorn who's still holding out hope for you. In fact, with the Devil card coming out, you could have already left a Capricorn as well. Oh, so this actually feels like another option. So, hold on. This story has come out, I think, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in all the zodiac signs I've done. There's a huge message. I'm reading weekly, monthly-ish, somewhere in between there, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. There's a consistent energy in a lot of the zodiac sign readings that Somebody let something slip from their grip and they have great regret about it because they realize they didn't treat somebody right. And now they're looking back and realizing that person who I want back, they're gone. They're already taken. They've already moved on. So that might be your ex, Capricorn. Like you may have already moved on to this cozy little situation, or it could be indicating if you haven't experienced this in your life yet. Again, someone or something who brings you peace of mind, right? I can hear you guys going, not the Gemini, because they did this might be a different one, okay? I need to reinforce that because I'm hearing you guys like doubting it. Anyway, if you're not there yet with someone you like, that it's stable, it's solid, and it's enjoyable, it's like a relaxing relationship, some of you are still in that in-between, quite literally, like this one or that one, the old one, or embracing the idea that there might be someone else out there. I'm just giving you a heads up. You may be looking back to the past and thinking it's your only option. So you could have broken off with someone and you're getting cold feet about the decision you made to move on. You may be like, oh, maybe I acted too quickly. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I don't know. I feel like if you did end something, it was probably for a reason. Now, for those of you who are peeking back in on your ex and you see that they've already moved on, they have moved on. That for a lot of you, again, this is like a monthly reading-ish. I don't even put timestamps on these, but the current energy is showing me if you are looking back to the one that got away and they truly are not available, the message stands. They're not available right now. Move on. Especially your Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, especially the Cancer, their cup is closed off. You lost with the Cancer. No offense. And again, there are many Cancerians out there. So if it's not your message, it's not your message. The female Cancer right now, though, for a lot of you, no, it's not going to happen. You lost it. Or vice versa. Like, again, my cross watchers, Capricorn may have moved on from you because something transpired and they didn't like it. All right. So for others of you, the decision that you made to distance yourself from someone, if at any point in time you're just having a little bit of like that, what do you call it? Like cold feet, but like, oh God, I hope I made the right decision. Spirit is saying you absolutely did because there's something much better out there for you with more reciprocity. So if you decided to stand in your power and, what is a good expression? Almost like lay down the law of like, no, that's not going to fly anymore. I'm not going to be treated like that. You are absolutely right to do that, so don't question it. All right, Capricorn, that's what I got for you. Yeah, your wish fulfillment is bottom of the deck. Wish fulfillment, possibly with a Virgo. I see your crazy ex coming back. And again, you don't have to take them back. It's not something you need to worry about for your safety. I don't think. I mean, that's a judgment call. But that person who it's like I'm hearing the word tizzy. Every time they come back to you, it always results in arguments. I don't see them letting you go, so I would block them or do something so that they are truly out of your life, if that is in fact your story. It's like they keep rearing their ugly head. Just when you thought you got rid of them, they come crawling back. And it could be your Capricorn. I have seen that a few times now. All right, anyway, moving on. Capricorn, that's what I got for you. I'll see you soon. If that wasn't your message, I'll see you in the next one. All right, Capricorn, we're going to go backwards. Let's do Virgo. In fact, I just saw Virgo. Virgo, what's up? Are you dealing with a Capricorn? These cards just fell out. All right, so let's see. Yeah, so a lot of you are dealing with someone. This actually directly relates, I think, to the Capricorn reading I just read. So check that out if you are interested in a Capricorn, because it may benefit you. Someone who is newly released out into the world, either they got out of a long-term relationship or they are just single and completely ready to go all in a relationship. There would be good reciprocity there. This could be a Pisces or a Capricorn that's excited to do something with you, Virgo. They may be someone who's at a standstill in their job. It might be that, they could have been laid off or gotten furloughed or something like that, where work is kind of on pause right now. So I think that's why they're actively pursuing like their dating life, because it's not that they're being lazy and they're not stepping up to find work, or it's just there's something about like that area of their life is kind of frozen. So they're not putting all their eggs in one basket. They're doing a little here and a little there. This person has time to date, and it's possible that they didn't before, especially if you were dealing with someone who is already in an engagement or a commitment or a marriage. If that did fall apart, it's possible that your Aries or Pisces is now available and able to move forward with you. For others of you, you're having to be monkey in the middle, Virgo, because you're dealing with an Aries or a Pisces who is already married, in which case it's sort of saying to me the ground is frozen, like you know it's kind of off limits, but I think sometimes that gets the better of you. So, yeah. Especially, yeah, someone who's already the parent of a child. So whoever you're interested in, someone may be either a single parent or they may be married with children. Something about the child is moving away, though. I don't know if there's a child going off to college or there's a child going off to overseas or join the military. I don't know what that is. There's a child who's being sent off, and it's I don't want to say excruciating, but it's very there's a lot of emotion attached to it. Someone doesn't want to let their child go. All right, and that may mean something on a deeper level to some of my females out there who maybe had a troubled pregnancy. It's a bit of a heavy message, but you'll know if it's your message. All right, anyway. Okay, tell me about Virgo and their love life right now. What's going on with their energy? Some of my Virgos are at a standstill with an Aries. It's like they went cold on you, but I think they might still booty call you at night, or there's mystery regarding the situation. Okay, this is I'm not going to say it's funny, but it actually came together for me here. There's coldness with an Aries. They were distant, possibly a Libra. Someone went cold on you, but there's illusion in your mind about, well, it seems like they're still interested, or I don't think Spirit is saying it's very clear to me they had two people. That's why there's this on again, off again. Again, especially with an Aries, possibly a Leo or a Sag. It doesn't have to be. But again, if there's like on again, off again, or hot, cold, sometimes they message you a lot and then not at all. And it's not predictable. It's random when it happens. Spirit is saying quite clearly there's more than one there. So, you'll know if that's your message. All right, so you do have kind of some long-term commitment, wedding vibration, soulmate energy on your side. Let's dig deeper. Let's see what the deal is with that. So there may be a divorce from a Cancer if you guys have been having trouble for a long time now. You may be moving out, and even if it wasn't marriage, a commitment, you may be moving out with a Cancer because there's sort of some Tower vibes attached to a Cancer. It could certainly be another Cancer in your life, your mother, your brother, your sister, your whatever. There's Tower vibes with a Cancer, so there's a Cancer really going through it. It could even be a parent. There could be illness or something involved there. I don't know why it's coming up in your love reading, but it may be taking you away from romance, right? If you're tending to a family member who's going through a tough time, they may have lost and in fact, a lot of you, I think there's a Cancer in your life who lost a job. Particularly, I'm not so much getting health issues, or again, a Cancer. It could even be your best friend who's going through a very messy divorce right now. For some of you, you may have always viewed this Cancer in a particularly fond light. If you are not currently with them, they may be leaving a long-term commitment because there may have been infidelity in their marriage, in which case they're freed up to come in and fulfill your wish to be with the Cancer, if that makes sense. Again, the Cancer is either coming or going in your life. You will very clearly know because either you're with one or you're not. There's wish fulfillment with like a milestone in a celebration. So some of you may be getting engaged, or you may even be like taking it to the next level. You could be renewing your vows, especially if you are. I'm going to say. I don't like to be an ageist and say something is older or younger. I'm going to say if the marriage has been longer than like 20 years, you guys might be renewing your vows. No matter what age you got married, right? Okay. Because your Pisces still loves you. For some of you, your parents are celebrating a renewal of their vows or some sort of milestone in their relationship, or it could even be a birthday, especially your parents or a Scorpio or a Cancer or a Pisces, someone in your life. I don't know why that's coming through, but it is. Okay. So for a lot of you, if no matter where you are at in a relationship, single, dating, intrigued by someone, a lot of you, there's actually a very good connection with someone who could be marriage, wifey, husband material. You have very strong cards. Before this comes in, though, someone needs to walk away from something that is emotionally void. And I am being called to say you or your person may be walking away from a messy divorce or something where there was a Tower moment. If you can remove yourself from all that drama and kind of march forward triumphantly, knowing there's something else out there, you're absolutely right, because these are very strong cards for, I do have to say, like marriage type vibes. Okay. Virgo, I don't know what else to tell you. Your cards look great. Again, you may be holding out for someone who, like, again, I've said this in a lot of my readings, it's complicated. I mean, yeah, I can't condone third-party energy, and I'm seeing Page of Pentacles, so small potato offerings, right? Yeah, this is what I got from the Liar, Cheater, Thief. The Seven of Swords is where I split it, so don't do that. Don't diminish your value. Shoot higher, aim higher. Sagittarius season, right? Cupid's love arrows, aim higher in the sky. Don't settle. Don't settle for things that are below you, people who don't value you, people who don't treat you right. You deserve all the good things, Virgo. You heard it here first. All right, brand new message. This is not related to the other ones, I don't think. We'll try for new ones. All right. So yeah, the child at a distance, I see that again. It was a very difficult, turbulent cycle. You may have a child who's been back and forth to rehab a lot, or a child who has behavioral issues and they need to see like a counselor or a psych therapist. If any of that relates, it actually seems like wherever they're at currently, whether it's a special school or meeting with a certain mentor or counselor, a nice teacher, there actually is a good kinship and a good connection there. Oh gosh, this took a turn. Hold on one second. Okay, Virgo, this is completely off the handlebars. I don't usually do messages like this because it's out of my territory and it's a very sensitive topic, so I'm just sort of letting you guys know this is like a deep one. And also, I don't do fear-based readings, so that's never my intent, but this message seems important enough where I'd rather tell you and have it not be your story than not tell you, and it's just like, I almost feel like I need to say this. So again, certainly not for most of you out there. This has to do with your children. If you don't have children, this is not your message. So there is something about a child who may be having behavioral issues. If you send them off to like a camp or a counselor or a psychologist or something where this child would be spending a lot of time interacting with absolutely an adult, there might be some weird stuff going on, so you need to trust your gut and your intuition. You need to go through the interview process and test out a few different people and talk to your child about what's going on, because this is saying to me some of you are already very suspicious that I'm just going to say there's inappropriate things going on. And it's almost like if you don't take care of it now, you're going to kick yourself later because the signs were already there. There could be an abuse of power, specifically from a masculine who's taking advantage of someone younger. I'm just going to show you the cards. So, and I mean, I don't know, Virgo, this could have been something that transpired in your past, that it's almost like a skeleton in the closet that's resurfacing. It is coming up in your love reading. So again, for most of you, this feels like something Spirit is trying to make you aware of about your child to save you both a lot of discomfort. And whatever this is, again, this is sort of out of my territory. I don't usually do messages like that. So I'm just making you aware, if you have a child, if this child has issues like emotional, psychological issues, that may be the deeper cause of it for, again, a select few of you. Or it's saying if you're gonna have someone intervene and, again, like hire a guidance counselor or whatever this is, make sure you're doing your research on that counselor's past, because do you understand what I'm saying there? You guys get it. Again, like inappropriate interactions between a child and an adult is coming through here. So again, the way I said it too is like, oh, it seems like a good fit. Make sure it is though. Like, this is not a time to, not rose-tinted glasses, but just to be living on this, Sagittarius season, always the optimist. Everything is great. Everything is fine. We're going to get through it. Everything's wonderful. If something isn't right and your gut is telling you so, you need to follow up on that, because you will regret it if you don't. Do you understand the message? All right, moving on. That was a heavy one, Virgo. Good Lord. Good Lord, Spirit. That was deep. All right. One more for Virgo, because that was deep. That was not necessarily a happy message, but hopefully someone who needed to hear it did. All right, one more for Virgo. So much for these being short. All right, real quick, Virgo. Exact same thing. Quite simply, do you see? You saw me shuffle the cards. These exact same things came out. This is very important. Literally the hand, the touching hand, right? Be very careful. This is almost saying that piece of advice I just gave to my Virgos, if that means something to you, take it. That's your final message. In fact, I'm not even going to keep moving because, yeah, that's the truth. That is the important message. Okay, Virgo, that's what I got for you. If that wasn't your message, no big deal. I will see you, or, well, you know what I mean. The whole thing. If you didn't resonate with that material, that's fine. I will see you again for another tarot reading very soon. Thanks for joining. Please like, share, subscribe, and let's move on to Taurus. For Taurus. Taurus. Let's connect with Taurus's energy. That is very interesting. Taurus. Taurus, 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 Taurus. All right, universe, tell me about Taurus's person. Taurus in love. Taurus in love. Taurus in love. Taurus, your person. Oof. Taurus's person is not feeling great right now. They're feeling very defensive and they feel isolated. You guys may have had a conversation where you may have either said something very harsh to them or put them in their place, and they're feeling apologetic, but they also feel iced out and they don't know how to make it right with you. Yeah, this actually already feels like a couple that is together where there was some sort of argument or fight. It may have had to do with finances and income. It may have had to do with someone a very sensitive topic where your person may not have known, but you may have attacked them on like, well, you don't contribute enough, and I'm paying all the bills and blah blah blah. They know that, and it's not that that's what they want. It's that they, again, it's going to be different for all of you. I'm not saying we should enable the issue, but you may have been very harsh, and the thing is, it cut deep. So this person knows that they need to step up, and they're trying to make it right, but they also feel like you don't want to be with them anymore. Yeah, 1000%. This person still likes you, and they want to bring healing to this relationship. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius or another Taurus. So let's just jump into your energy, because this is someone who either they did something wrong or they did wrong by you in your eyes, and there is kind of like an innocent vibe to this where I don't think they meant to disappoint you in as drastic a way as they did, and they're feeling really weird about it. It could be an Aries. They ultimately want to heal this. They're trying to bring attention to what went down, but this person also doesn't like being vulnerable. They don't like putting their wall down and having to talk and express things about their emotions. And it brings back a childhood baggage. When they were a child, it's like their parents used to yell and scream at them, and they hated that. So it's actually very sensitive. I do actually have some sympathy for your person, depending on how severe they screwed up. But yeah, I think you're pulling all the weight right now, and you resent them. You would quite simply, it's like, I just want a little help. I just want to come home and have dinner on the table. I'm very much getting like husband and wife, or same-sex couples included, but like kind of this. You're doing all the work and you're tired of having to pull all the weight. It's like you're asking for your person to step up. Even if you don't have kids, even if you're not married, it could be just a relationship where you're like, yeah, I think there's something salvageable here too. It may have gotten more complicated once you guys decided to have kids too. Something changed. You may feel like your partner decided to take a back seat to the responsibility, and you're like, hello, like this is a partnership. It's a two-way street. Okay, so tell me what's between them. Some of my Tauruses are entertaining offers from someone else, especially if this is, well, I'm not even going to say that. Whether you're married or not, if your person really disappointed you and you're about to close out the cycle with them, it might be not as, it doesn't pull at your heartstrings as much for you, Taurus, because you already have someone else flirting with you. So it's almost like this person could be easily replaced. And I think that person, or your person who screwed up, that's their worst fear, is that they're going to lose you to someone else. Yeah, you have your back towards to them. It could also be a Libra you're dealing with. I said the same thing to, I think, Cancer. It's like you wrote the rule book. You're the point of authority. You are the one who makes the rules, and this person needs to fall in line or they're cut. And unfortunately, they're coming dangerously close to being cut. So again, I can't advocate for your person if they promise they're going to change and they're not doing the work. I would feel the exact same way you would. I would be like, this is BS. Like, I'm done. You need to step up, or it's not my responsibility. your person is just like, I do feel for them because there's an innocent vibe to them where it's almost like they don't have a mean bone in their body. They're just immature, and that they don't have that instant, oh, I should help up or step up and help my wife or help my husband. I should pick up the groceries. I should get dinner started, because they're like, they don't have that switch. So they may have been coddled as a child. They may be an only child. I don't know. There's still a victory here if you're dealing with a Virgo. Something with a Virgo could absolutely be salvaged. Others of you see a victory in severing it off from your person, because you may be engaging with someone else to replace them, because there's more warmth there, there's more affection. In fact, you may be headed towards a Virgo or a Leo for that matter. Okay, but there's something kind of off about that though too. So I know this is kind of I know you guys are looking for like, okay, well, where's the silver lining? Like, which one? The thing is, I don't know. I kind of am wanting to give your person the benefit of the doubt, and I think energetically I'm being sent that message too, because this whole thing of, I'm going to wrap it up with person A because person B is already coming in and flirting with me. That person who, if I'm free from this relationship, I can wholeheartedly move towards this one and not feel guilty about it. This one, universe is saying be careful, because you don't know exactly what you're in for with that one. And I don't know why. I just feel like there might be third-party activity with this one, which, to be honest, that's why they're flirting with you when you're sort of still with this other person. Or in that weird in-between zone where you've broken up, but you haven't really told everybody you broke. Like, I don't know. There's weirdness about jumping into this offer too soon, because it sort of feels like a rebound, which, again, that's fine if that's what you're looking to do, but that could be saying, ooh, that person is not looking to rebound. That person really wants to... More than likely, though, I think it's the opposite. I think this person who you're entertaining of like, oh, I'm free, I'm just going to hop into the bed of this person may end up burning you. It comes off as very sweet and innocent, but it's like there's a lot going on underneath the surface that it's almost like, not literal fear, but I'm sort of getting like there's reasons to be suspicious of this. Yeah, and somehow in the scenario, a Virgo or a Sagittarius may play a part, or a Pisces, but I'm not exactly sure who's who, so... give me one more on this new offer from the Page of Cups. I'm not suggesting you stay in a loveless marriage or you stay in a situation where your person is just not doing their part. They need to step up. Again, something with a Capricorn is very sad. A Capricorn may want to win you back. Tell me about this Page of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this Page of Cups, they're either going to leave you waiting. It's like they're going to get you excited and then they're going to break up with you, or they're married. This may also involve a Libra. Yeah, this person has two options. And I know some of you are like, no, they don't. I know this person. You don't know everything. That's what I'm getting from this. So it's not to say you can't date around and try other people on, but do it with a... I almost want to say with a scorpionic mindset of dig deep, get the facts, get all the information. Don't just settle for surface level conversation, because there's something that person is hiding. That's just the vibe. Anyway, Taurus. All right, that's what I got for you. Spend more time with your mom. Your mother misses you, or your child if you're the mom. Yeah, there's good energy with mother and child, or parent and child if you are male. Yeah, spend time with your little girl. That's what I get. All right, Taurus, that's what I got for you. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonates. I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye.